Some lady frickin' sneezed in the store when I was in the refrigeration part where they have the spring rolls. Come back to me. I was surprised they didn't have the cheap spring rolls. You know that Bugatti brand? They didn't have no spring rolls. All they had was chicken and dumplings and some other stuff. So I guess next time I'll get the chicken and dumplings. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had them before, really. Oh, yeah, I think I have, but I don't think I know how to cook them. Yeah, I should. Maybe I should have got the damn chicken and dumplings. Oh, they're not. They're called wonton. Wonton. But anyway, as I was walking through there, I had to get the expensive ones because they didn't have the other brand. I ended up spending a lot of money. But everything was freaking expensive. It's freaking crazy, dude. It's like anything out of the freezer section might as well be $10. $7, $8. Shrimps $15 for the tiger prawn shrimp. So I got the cheaper ones. It was like $8, $7 and something cents. But you know, been wanting to make some some foes 99, and so see how that turns out because a lot of the spring rolls you have to make them in an air fryer, and I don't have an air fryer. I tried cooking them in the frying pan, but they don't come out very good. They come out decent, but yeah, they didn't have the right brand. So we'll see how these are. They were nine little mini spring rolls for $5. So that was pretty freaking expensive. And I'll bet you they don't even have the sauce because the other ones, it's like Bogatti or something like that. Boagy. Um, it has some really knockout sauce in it, man. I was really surprised. But anyway, we'll check it out, see what's going on. Wow, there's a bunch of wind starting to. That's good. That way it's not hot. The car's almost completely juiced up. So I got her programmed to 3.5 miles per kilowatt on the way back because I'm using the air conditioner. And it says that I'm good to go already. I got 13 and a half. So 14, 15, 16. 2 more kilowatts and I'll take off. So um, I'm juicing up with about 6 kilowatts here. So that's $3.50. Where if I was to charge up on the slow charger, relatively slow charger, 5,000 watt, level 2, um, you'd be talking pennies. All right, it'd only be like $1.20. So, but these are so much more convenient, and I think it's pretty good actually. But anyhow, I should be able to take off here in a minute. I was hoping I'd have a little bit of sun left so I could mow the yard, but I think by the time I get home, I think the sun's gonna, because I wanted to get some sunshine. Um, I went back and I saw this one girl today. I mean, on social media, because I haven't checked her in a long time, and I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want her to feel bad. But she used to be this really knockout chick. They did a little switchy poo. It's the first time I've ever checked out Instagram, right? The first time I ever checked out Instagram, they had this. I can't even say it. You can get in trouble just for saying it, but I was just like, what the F is going on here? And then they switched her, and it put somebody who looks just like her. So I've been watching this one, and and they're not even from this country. But um, I checked to see what she's doing because I never go to Instagram. And the last time I checked on Instagram, it must have been like last year, and to see what she was doing. And in 1 year, man, she does not look the same. That's all I can say. But anywho, um, what was I talking about before I started talking about her? Oh yeah, I was talking about the spring rolls. So I have to check that and see if it comes with that. It's like a teriyaki sweet and sour kind of stuff, but it's real good. And I got the dipping things. I ordered them from Amazon for it. So I didn't find any rice noodles. I just got the junk kind. They're, I mean, they taste good. But I know they got all the garbage in there and stuff. But I just grabbed me one of those teriyaki chow mein because I'm craving to have after watching these people on the live streams having pho. So I'm just gonna have that to get rid of the craving, and then I'll make the good stuff tomorrow with the real shrimp and everything. Is this thing even working? Let me see. Okay, so we'll go into YouTube. Oh, we're in YouTube already. Okay, that looks weird. Okay, okay. Trump is now losing on every front. Okay, well, we'll. The real Iran 2 months ago. 2 months ago is a different story than what's going on now. Uh, how do you know what my car looks like? I subscribe, cool. I'm almost getting to 1,000 subs. For a long time, I was like, I only had a little bit of subs. I didn't want to be too loud to tell you the truth. But how things are changing, I think it'll be okay. I guess everything is what it's supposed to be, and just keep it not monetized. I had a chance to make money, but now you know, my vision isn't what it used to be, and memory's not what it used to be. So I totally can't even do that no more, even if I wanted to. But I had a real good chance to make a very profitable business online, but I blew it. So, um, I guess I didn't realize, you think, didn't realize that, comes a time when, doors start closing and that you're just on your own. So, but I want to talk about that. I want to talk about what the stuff that I was into before when I was doing the stuff online. Eventually, because this is going to be another big thing to be exposed. I talked about it a little bit, I think, this morning, because what I've been seeing online, when you go to watch David Icke, David Icke is back on YouTube. When you watch David Icke, there's this commercial, and it shows this electronic medical device. This is just unbelievable that it's got to this where it's at. But there's still one more thing that the people are not, everybody, nobody's got the balls to come out and you know and talk about it. They're all a bunch of freaking um, they just it's they just don't they aren't willing to you know put their self out on the line like that, like some other people did, like Aaron Russo, Kevin Trudeau, David Icke. All these people, are the ones that brought this stuff, exposing this stuff. So there's one more I want to talk about eventually. So I'll probably go back on a little bit tonight. I don't know what I'm doing here. 14.7 up to 45.5. Yeah, this charger charges so fast that by the time you even getting ready to do anything, um, by the time you figure out what to talk about, it's already time to go. And this thing is almost completely juiced up. I'm up to 15 kilowatts. Theoretically, I could take off right now, but I'm running the AC, so I don't know if I better let it. I'll let it keep charging until it gets down to like 4,000 kilowatts. When it gets down to 4,000 kilowatts, I'll take off. So I might just take off with 15. I mean, I'm talking about the charge rate. The charge rate right now is 5,900 watts. So it's 5.5 kilowatt. So when it drops down to 4, I'm out. So I'm just almost up to 15 kilowatt hour of charge. And I'm pretty sure I only get like 3.5 miles per kilowatt on the way back. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it made it very easily last time. So as soon as it hits 15, then I'm down the road, and that way I'll be able to catch a little bit of sun, so that I can do the lawn, mow the lard, mow the lawn. But now I got to carry this big old thing, and because it's got all the shrimp and all kinds of stuff. But I didn't get the rice noodles. They've got some right here. They've got an Asian store that has the rice noodles. But okay, so I'm up to 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off. And yeah, because it's down to 5.1. I think it'll make it home no problem. I'm showing 46 on here. I'll probably get down. I'll get down to the bottom of the hill with 7 or 6. But that's still plenty to make it over the hill. All right, so we'll talk to you in a little while. It's time to get it on. You feel me? Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, let's get out of that one, and we'll shut this one off. Shut her down, clown. Picked up 15 miles of charge. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's go. Stop session. Cost is $3.70. I think $3.07. I think we're good. Okay. All right, let's see what she will do. What time was it? What time we got here? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna charge these things up on the way home. There we go. Plug that one in and plug this old girl in too. I wish she'll charge. Where's my main phone? Maybe I should charge my main phone. Let me see what she got. 85%. I think she's good. We'll charge up this one here. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna let her play on the way home. You know why? Because this thing actually, it's right here by the air conditioner, so I can actually let these suckers run, right? Because the air conditioner keeps them cool. Okay, so I got that closed up, and so let's get on down the road. Sounds like somebody's calling me. Who keeps freaking honking? He keeps calling me, and so this is Lemoore, California. Sorry, the window's a little bit dirty. I washed the car, but I guess that I didn't wash the front windshield good enough. And it took $3. I put the first, it already went up to $2, right? So I put in the 2 coins, and it didn't freaking turn on. I had to put in another token. Yeah, so this is Lemoore, California, and this is Cinnamon Drive. Heading out towards the 41 freeway, and then it hops right onto the 198. I could go down this road and go down to the 198, but there's a big turn and it's uphill, so I think it's faster the other way. But what I could have done is stop by that store right there on the way out. They got a store right there that has the good spring rolls. So that's some kind of little school there. I don't know what's up with that school. I mean, it looks nice, clean, nice. Yeah, but that lady, and I don't know what the signal's like because I'm not even monitoring it, which I should be, but I'm monitoring my leak. I'm going to try to order that another holder. I'm going to try and remember. There goes some action. Yeah, but I was like in the refrigerator section, and let me see if I can pull up my channel here. And this lady freaking just sneezes, right? You know, that stuff goes all over the place. And so I took off out of there, right? I just left my basket and I went down to the other side of the aisle, and waited for a little while for it to dissipate. And now about 45 minutes later, now I start sneezing. So that's freaking, that's rude to freaking sneeze. You don't have no tissue paper, nothing. You just sneeze all over everybody. Freaking disgusting freaking animals. Now, what are the rules for merging onto a bike lane? Is it like 300 feet? that's the case, then I need to get in right here. What the hell? What's this guy talking about? I guess they just painted the damn things he's sitting here. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Yeah, so this is the 41. Just hop on the 41, and then it's only like about 1,000 feet down, and then hop on the 198. Or 2,000 feet. Yeah, but now with the air conditioner, that's pretty cool. I can keep these phones running now, so that's sweet. I couldn't do it in my other car. Just gonna put this phone front down here. So we're doing 58 mile an hour, heading southbound on 41 freeway in Lemoore, California, which this junction, 198 and 41, you would think they would have tons and tons of electric vehicle chargers, right? Yet they don't. How crazy is that? That's freaking crazy. It's right here at the junction. This town, Lemoore, is the junction of 41, a major highway, and 198, another major highway. Now we are going westbound on, we're heading west on 198 out towards the Interstate 5. So 198 runs between the 41 and the Interstate 5, but it also runs between the two major highways is 99 and Interstate 5. So it runs between 99 and Interstate 5, and then there's two other major highways, which is 41 and 43. This is 41 we just hopped off of. So the Lemoore Naval Air Station sits up here about 3 miles from right here, about 3 miles. That's where they have the cutoff road, and the cutoff road goes diagonal up to the Interstate 5 at Avenel, which is southwest of Lemoore. But I ordered some of that tape that shines. Remember, like those windmills that they turn and they're real pretty. They're reflect light. They're really super neat for the kids. You know how the kids want those little. Well, I got some of those, but it's straight tape. It's red, white, and silver. And this is supposed to be annoying to birds. And so I bought some for the apricot tree, and well, so it might be at the post office, and what else was supposed to be here? I forgot what else. But I got my car charger. The charger that came with this car charges on level 1 and level 2. It's an aftermarket charger, but it only goes up to 3,000 watts. So that is about how many amps is that? 1, 2, I think it's like 3 amps. No, wait, because it's 240. It'll charge on 120 or 220. And of course, if you're charging on 220, the amperes is going to be half of what you would be using on 120, right? So I think it was drawing like 1 amp on 120, which is 1,200 watts, right? 1,200 watts. But if you plug it into 220, okay, that's a different story. That's like plugging it into the receptacle that goes to the your clothes dryer. That's, you know, that one ain't no joke. You don't want to mess around with that one. And so you have to have a special adapter. So I bought the special adapter and I used it. And when I used it, I realized that this charger is only charging twice as fast. And so that's 3,000 watts, a little bit more than twice as fast, like 2.5 times faster. And so it's completely, it's way better than, charging on level 1, because level 1 takes 5-6 hours to charge. Where this one, when you're on 220 with this charger that I have that came with the car, it only takes like 2.5 hours, because it's charging at 3,000 watts. So I didn't know there was a difference. So I ordered another charger, and this charger charges at like at, I think it's 5,000 or 6,000 watts. And so I just got it I think it was yesterday or the day before, or something like that. And so I haven't taken it out of the box. But it's really, really strange, because I got it for dirt cheap. And I'll show it to you. And so I haven't tried it yet. I haven't plugged it in. Yeah, so we're going right by the sewer right now. This is the sewer right on the back of the Lemoore Naval Air Station. And we're heading southwest. We're heading southwest on the Avenel Cutoff Road that goes, what do you call that? It's like sideways, diagonal. It goes diagonal over to the Interstate 5, in between 198, which 198 runs east-west, and Interstate 5 basically runs north-south. So it's diagonal. It's like just goes across diagonally down to the travel center where I always record at, which is the 269. It's a 269 highway at Interstate 5. And that 269 will take you over the hill into the town of Avenel, California. So we're just going across here, and that dude is in a big hurry. Yeah, but so Yeah, this is pretty cool. I can leave the phones on now. The sun's hitting them, but it doesn't matter because they're sitting right on top of the air conditioner. So that's pretty cool. So now if I ever need to drive to Fresno, um, that will work. So I'm sitting at 13 kilowatts and showing that I got 56 miles of range on the panel, and I know the signal's not very good out here. And my leaf spy is showing 30 miles. So as long as I get to the bottom of the hill with at least 6 kilowatts to get over the hill, then it's fine, because it takes 2 kilowatts to get over the hill. It's about a 3-mile stretch to the top of the hill, and it takes basically it takes 8 miles worth of juice to get to the top, and then you recoup it on the other side when you're going back downhill. As a matter of fact, it seems like it recoups more than what you started with. So there's some strange things, that go on with the way it behaves. And the range, I guess the range also increases in the summer, because I bought it in the winter, and I bought it in January, and so it seems like the range has increased quite a bit. I'm able to use the air conditioner. I'm running the air conditioner right now. I'm still up to 12.4 kilowatts, and it looks like it's going to be about, let's see, that's probably 3, and 3 is going to be 6, about 7 miles to the whatchamacallit. So that's, let's just say 8 miles. 8 miles there. So that should be 2 kilowatts. So that'd be, I should get to the bottom of the hill with 10 kilowatts, which is a lot. I got lots of range left in the batteries. Yeah, so it must be because it's summer, because it seems like I've got way more capacity, and I'm even running the air conditioner. So oh yeah, I bought the tire, and it is a cool ass tire, man. You know how I was gonna buy the tires from the Ukraine? They're called Primori Salazos, and then I decided not to go with those, so I just bought something else. And the Firestones and stuff like that, they cost twice as much as these other brands that were available, and so I just went with this one brand. It wasn't as cheap as the Salazos, Primori Salazos. It wasn't as cheap as those, but it was halfway in between those and the more expensive stuff like the Firestones, Michelin. Well, Michelin is freaking through the roof, right? And the car actually is supposed to have special kind of tires. If you look on eBay, it actually says that, all these other tires, it says it doesn't fit because it's specific, it's supposed to be for efficiency. And they have to handle a certain amount of tonnage because weight, because I guess they say that the electric car is heavy or something like this. Even though the gross vehicle weight of the car I looked at, it's only 4,000 pounds. So, you know, what is that? 1,000 pounds per tire. And then also the speed rating, and I was really surprised that it's supposedly quiet. It's a quiet tire. I checked the reviews, so I ordered it, and the tire got here, and it's freaking kick ass. It looks as good or better than the other ones. I'm like, these dudes, I don't know what's up with this, right? But this tire looks freaking kick ass. I'll show it to you. I'll show you the charger and the tire. I actually have the tire in the back. So I ordered the spare tire, which I probably don't even really need to keep it in here. You know, it's better just to call a tow truck and get towed down to the tire shop. But yeah, I got the spare, so I got to try it one of these days. I won't have time to try it today. But I've got my spare tire, which is a little donut tire. So I need to check it to make sure that it fits. And I've got my tires that I'm going to start putting all the way around the car, which is like, basically, it's kind of like a cheap tire, but it looks freaking cool. I was really surprised. It's called an Atlas something. I forgot what the second part of the name is, but it's an Atlas something. That car's got something hanging down, way down, the muffler or something. So I might have a little bit of sun. I might have a little bit of sun left to mow the yard, but not enough to give this old boy a decent tan. So we're sitting at 11, and there's still all the grapes. You see all the grapes? They're looking pretty good, very colorful, and I don't know what kind of grapes they are, but there's some other stuff here. I was looking at the map. Today, and I was trying to find this one road, 25th Avenue, and apparently there is something very strange about this road. And wouldn't you know that road goes into Devil's Den? There's a place out here, if you look on the map, and it's called Devil's Den. And there's something just very, very strange about this road. So I wanted to go out there and find out what this road is all about. But I can't really do it in this car because I don't have enough range to do that kind of stuff, right? And I mean, I maybe could, because they have chargers in Kettleman City, and that's basically where it goes. It might be worth going out there and checking it out, because it goes all around the California aqueduct. This is the aqueduct that sends all of Los Angeles's water, right? That's where they get their water from. And this road goes, and it like crisscrosses, and I want to go out there and maybe take a fishing pole. So that would be nice. Would you like that? Go out there with the fishing pole, go way the hell out there. And well, really, I'd like to have some extra range, but I guess place I could juice up in Kettleman City, and we'll just like make a picnic out of it. I mean, I'm like, I'm looking at the animals differently now, right? Animals and the fish, and I don't know. I was checking out this one thing. I guess it's called a louse. That here in California. Let me turn this thing around so you don't get too bored. Here in California, in Fresno has one of the largest populations of Hmong. Okay, Fresno, California, and Minneapolis, Minnesota are the two largest populations of Hmong. And Hmong people, they basically are like, it's by Laos, and I guess Laos is by Vietnam. And, well, this is Asia, right? And their land, I guess it's the size of Oregon, state Oregon, and their culture has like 40 different cultures, 40 different racial ethnicities, 40 different languages. Well, I don't know if it's 40 different languages, but they speak a bunch of different languages. And I forgot why I started talking about that. But oh yeah, so I'm watching this thing, and it's showing this place, it's showing you, their culture and everything, because I was checking out Iran, and so they have this canal or a river, some kind of canal or a river, and it has freaking dolphins in it. Like dolphins you see out in the ocean. It has dolphins, and they're playful. They come up and they jump out of the water and everything right next to the people, and it's fresh water. It's not salt water. How weird is that? So here we're going over the aqueduct. Switch. Oh, there we go. There we're going over the aqueduct. This is the California aqueduct right here. And there are some big, freaking monstrous fish in there. Believe it or not. If you were to go over this thing with one of those stealth bombers, with one of those, whatchamacallit machines, there's somebody out there fishing. Right there on the corner. But yeah, it kind of like it zigzags all through, and that 25, Avenue 25, it goes all over the place. So I was just thinking, just to see, if there are fish, just catch and release. Just curious to see if there actually is. Okay, so we're coming up on the Interstate 5, and it's about 2 miles, and so this is the 269, and the Interstate 5. We're approaching, and I've got 9.4 kilowatt hours of juice left. So I thought I'd get down here with 10, so it's a little bit off. I guess it's because I'm running the AC. Okay, so that AC, I think, is using up a kilowatt per hour. I think that's what's going on. So it's using up about 4 miles of range in 1 hour. So that's not too bad. I thought it was gonna, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to use it during the summer, but looks like it's more efficient than what I thought. But I should have known this, because every time that I get here, it's always on 8 kilowatts to get over. But I haven't been using the air conditioner, and besides that, I didn't charge up to 100%, which is 16 kilowatts. I only charged up to 15 kilowatts. So it's getting way better range in the summer than it does in the wintertime. So if I'd have started a little bit early, things would have went a lot better, but I was trying to, and that growing there on the side is garlic. They grow garlic for days out here. What slowed me down was I was making a phone call to a government agency, and I waited on the phone probably like a half hour, maybe 35-40 minutes, and no one answered. So that set me back. So I just decided, just make myself some breakfast and whatnot, and then I just started watching different people doing live streams. So here we are at the bottom of the mountain, and we got here with 8.5 kilowatts. That there is the travel center at the Interstate 5 and Highway 269 that I'm always talking to you about. And there you can see, welcome to Avenel. So we started at the bottom of the hill with 8.5. So by the time I get to the top of the hill, it should be 6.5. 3 miles. Pick it all back up. I don't know why they got traffic. It'll pick it all back up going down on the other side of the mountain. Yeah, in the last 2 days, everything turned crisp brown. And so they got a big fire going on down there on that street I was telling you about, 25th Avenue. I think it's 1,000 acre fire. Yeah, just 2 days it's brown, so I got to get out there and mow that stuff. Get out there and mow it and get a nice little suntan going for old barn. One time I had to walk all foot. And you know how many wild wild creatures there are out there. Okay, so we're at the top of the hill and we're up here with 6.7. So I estimated 6.5, but it's actually 6.7 kilowatts. So it takes 2.8 kilowatts to climb the hill. And then you just gain it on the way down. You just gain your 1.2 kilowatt. It just charges back up. So we're on the 269 and we're going downhill into the city of Avenel, California. I'll let you see out there to the side. And then right in the back of these hills, they ride four-wheelers and dune buggies and all this stuff. I don't know if it's legal, but you can see them on Facebook. I got tons of them, of dune buggies that ride back there. There's a very steep mountain back there. I almost attempted to climb it one time. I'm glad I didn't, because I'd probably got jacked up. Yeah, so I got kilowatts for days. I don't even have to stop and juice it up. Even though you can juice it up for free if that gray Tesla's not there. But I want to catch the rest of the sunshine that I can, so I'm not even tripping on the charger that's for free, because you're talking, $3. Quick stop and we're down the road. So this is the town of Avenel, California. It's 98 or 99.8% Hispanic. There's a real good taco place right there. Okay, I was thinking of getting me some birria so that I can have abgoshti. And believe it or not, it's open 24 hours. That and Circle K are the only things that are open 24 hours. But yeah, the phone's holding on real good because it's sitting right on top of the air conditioner. Yeah, I wonder if the freaking rebate went through yet. It's almost gonna be two months. But wonder how much it's going to be. It says up to 4,000, but I don't know how the hell they figure that crap out. They got rebate and the rebate plus. Rebate plus is for low income people, and I'm low income, so just like, okay, so we're gonna put this right here, and I'm gonna put this down here so people don't trip. Okay, take this one with me. That way it keeps the Wi-Fi fired up. I think you'll be okay right there. Okay. Okay, I got me a little bit of junk food. Oh wow, what's going on here? I got me a little bit of junk food. And freaking junk food's expensive. All this junk is expensive. And he ran out of receipts, so I have to double check. Tonight. What's all this stuff going on down here? Oh, okay. Everything's turning on. Let's get on down the road so I can catch a little bit of this. Catch a little bit of the sunshine. You know, I can take my shirt off and get a suntan. Get a little suntan. You know, that's very important. That's the first important thing. Sunshine. That's why, man, if I could get some raw milk, I'd be sitting pretty. Give me some kefir and some raw milk. It's over in Fresno, and it's beyond the range of this car. You know, the range has to be double for me to make a trip that far. You know, because last time I did that, by the time I got back, the charging company had charged me $175. They'd pull out $25, pull out another $25, as a deposit. They hold it. By the time I was back home, they had pulled out $175. So that doesn't work. Like this trip that I just made right now, I charged at home. I charged last night. No, this morning. And then so I only had to charge when I got there to Lemoore. And then I charged it on the way out. So I only charged twice. It was only like $5. Even though the electricity there is, more expensive. It's like 3 times more expensive than if you charge on a slow charger, level 2. But it's just so much way more convenient, right? It charges up in like 15 or 20 minutes, where if you're charging on a slow charger, it'll take like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So we're almost there. We're on the 33 highway now, going northbound. So if I took my shirt off right now, I'd be catching some sunshine. So I'm just gonna run in there. I'm just gonna leave everything in the car because it's packed in ice. Everything's got ice on it, and I'm just gonna run in there and throw on my milker boots and put on my shorts, take my shirt off, catch what little bit of sun is left, and mow the yard. I think I'll probably catch 20 minutes. I got the peeled and deveined this time. At least it better be peeled and deveined, because the last ones I got, it was not. And that stuff was horrible. It's terrible. You have to have like a toothpick to devein it or something like that. And I didn't have no toothpick. I tried using a fork and that didn't work. And so, yeah, I made sure that it was peeled and deveined with tail on. Now the ones that taste different, I saw these from a lady who was eating them on YouTube. I didn't know what the hell she was eating, and it turns out they're tiger prawns. They taste different than the shrimp. They taste like crawdads. I guess, is that what they call them over there in Louisiana? Crawfish? I think it's called crawfish. Yeah, they don't taste like shrimp, they taste like crawfish. But I think they were like 10, and then they went up to 13, and now they're $15. So there's anything. No, it didn't get here yet. It didn't get here yet, so I shouldn't get pulled in. Even if there is something, it's probably at the post office. But I wanted to catch the sun, right? So it'll just have to wait. big deal. Just trying to remember what the hell I ordered. I ordered that tape, and what else was supposed to get here? Tape and what? Ah, shoot. Never seen that truck here before. I guess somebody said something about those dogs, because those dogs ain't out there no more. Did you miss that? I had to go right. There's some people that are rebuilding the road, and there was hardly no room on this side, and I went on this side, and then the passenger got out of the truck, and I could barely go around it. And then by the time I checked the phone it crapped out because the router was in my pocket and was getting hot and wasn't catching the signal. So I don't know what the signal was like all the way over here. It might have been garbage, because I've had the phone in my pocket ever since I got out of the store. I don't know what's going on with the locks either, because usually the doors lock, right? So I was gonna read the instructions on, because you can change all that crap. You can change all kinds of different stuff in the car, and so I was gonna read it so I can change it so that it doesn't lock my door every time. Those people are hiring. The people that go pick up the doo-doo, they're hiring right now. Yeah, so all of a sudden it stopped doing that, right? Because it's annoying, because every time you go to open your door, it's locked. But it is cool the way they set the things up on this car. It's pretty cool. Each door is independent, you know. You open one side and the other side doesn't, you know. A lot of safety. There was a lot of safety things. You know, it's like Mazda. Mazda thought of everything on their Mazda Miata. I was telling you the other day that when I was doing that online business, that I had bought I bought a Mazda Miata off eBay, and oh, they got his frickin' snake. Let's go see. Got a snake. Let's go see if it's a rattlesnake. ¿Es un rattlesnake? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. El otra vez yo maté un rattlesnake. Yeah. Gopher snake. Okay. He says it's a gopher snake, not a rattlesnake. I got one out here. It was a rattlesnake. I had to shoot it with the shotgun. That they threw it on the fire. Yeah. So, I mean, I charged my car way the hell out here, so I was a little bit scared this morning, right? I didn't want to get one of them freaking rattlesnakes. That's why it's good to have the owl. The owl. Open this thing up. Those owls will tear the crap out of them. I just leave that open for now because I'm going to come out here and mow the yard anyway. But yeah, the snakes are starting to come out. And well, I don't want to say some stuff. I got to mow this freaking all this yard right here. And yeah, I'd like to be able to get into some I should move that car out of the way. I just parked right beside it. I just want to get the water stuff out of the sunshine. Oh shit. That sounded weird. I hope that's not what punctured that tire. That's how it sounded when I moved the car. That's exactly how it sounded. Well, I guess I'll find out tomorrow if the tire's flat. Boy, wouldn't that be a bitch. Okay, it's back on in a little while. I gotta get busy.